Welcome to our Inspiring Healthy Living call. My name is Elaine Mason. Thank you so much for joining us on this call this evening. I'm going to get us kind of geared up and ready to go with a presentation. Let me go ahead and if everyone would just mute yourselves, and that way we'll get some good, clear quality of being able to hear. You know what? Let me stop the share and I'll go mute everybody right now. There we go. All right. As I said, my name is Elaine Mason, and I am just excited that you guys chose to join this for a few minutes this Thursday evening. When I look out and see this many people on a call like this, it just encourages my heart, because what it tells me is that everybody on this call is being proactive with our health. And I think we're living in a time when, you know, I just heard my husband make a comment to someone. He would have thought in America every mall would be closed. And the thought of that a month ago would not even have crossed our mind. So, you know, just the fact that the people who are on this call are people who are being proactive with their health. So I want to say kudos to each one of you. I'm here to say we're going to talk a little bit about maybe some unsettling news in the beginning, but as we progress, there's hope. And I look forward just to sharing with you. We're going to talk a little bit about the health of our country. We're going to talk about whole food nutrition. We have, thankfully, Karen Farrell and Aaron Levy, who's going to share their health journey with us tonight. Then we're going to take a short break, and anybody who would like to leave the call, give them a minute to do so. And then we're going to spend the last 10 minutes just talking about this mission of inspiring healthy living. So we're going to dive in. Thank you again for joining us this evening. Unfortunately, we as Americans are not very healthy, and I'm going to share some statistics with you. 1 in 4 of us will die of heart disease. 1 in 2 women and 1 out of 3 men will develop cancer in their lifetime. 1 in 3 will have diabetes by the year of 2050. That number always, when I say that, just kind of rattles me. 1 in 3 children is obese. And if any of you know who Dr. David Katz is, he makes a statement that says our children are more harmed by poor diet than by exposure to drugs, alcohol, and tobacco combined. And that's a sobering statement when you think about it. Our environment is toxic, and it's increasingly getting more toxic. Between pollution, water contaminants, pesticides, herbicides, chemicals, medications, skin and healthcare products, and plastics in our environment, we more and more every day have to really begin paying attention about just the toxins that we're exposed to. Our food quality is decreasing. 90% of the food eaten in America is processed today. It could be preservatives, flavor enhancers, emulsifiers, synthetic vitamins, GMO, less nutrients, pesticides, trans fats, artificial colors and growth hormones. All of that contributed just what's in our processed food. And then 80% of the food at the grocery store didn't exist 100 years ago. So the majority of the food we're eating now probably is not really even true food. And probably even a more alarming thought is broccoli has lost 80% of its nutritional value. I used to always wonder, why do they keep increasing the amount of whole food nutrition that we need to add those servings every day? Well, when the nutritional value continues to decrease, that's one of the reasons why. So what can we do to be healthier? Here's 6 great ways that we can really take a look at our exercise. I think we are more aware of exercise and just how important it is for our body. Drinking water, I do think we do better when it comes to drinking water. Sleeping 7 to 8 hours of sleep, I don't know, that probably depends on who you talk to. when I look at that picture of managing stress, I think right now in our world, we probably are more stressed than we've ever been. And I truly believe stress is probably one of the things that can tear our health down quicker than anything. Environmental changes, as we talked about. And then eating real food. And we're going to really dive into this whole area of eating real food and really take a look at fruits and vegetables. And why is that? It's because 75% of our diseases are preventable with good nutrition. That's Dr. Bill Sears, is known as American's pediatrician. He's written over 40 books to say that we can influence 75% of the diseases solely on good nutrition is quite a statement. I love this picture. A picture's worth 1,000 words, we've heard, and this picture to me really states it. We've all heard fruits and vegetables are good for us, but why? Nobody ever, our parents would tell us this, but nobody really told us why. And I think this picture really indicates why fruits and vegetables are so valuable. It's because of the antioxidants that are in fruits and vegetables alone. Because anytime, if we look at disease leads to aging to death, it's two things that take place. Either oxidative stress or inflammation can be tied back to any disease. And so if we're looking at oxidative stress is 1,000, our DNA takes 10,000 oxidative hits per day. Now, that can happen because of poor nutrition, medications that we're on, smoking, stress. We talked about environmental toxins, but even exercise. We need exercise, but it still generates oxidative stress, even pregnancy. And so what happens is, if you look at that apple, you slice an apple in half. Once the oxygen hits, that oxidation, that aging process begins. But why is one half of that apple look fairly new and the other half, if it's sliced at the same time, looks so much older? And the reason is the half on your right has been covered with lemon juice. And lemon juice, lemon is a fruit which contains antioxidants. So what it's doing, it's slowing down that oxidation process. So the good news is fruits and vegetables are so good for us. It's because of those antioxidants in fruits and vegetables that protect our cells and put that layer of protection over our body, just like it did that apple. So that's why it's not that fruits and vegetables are just good for us. It's so good for us that it can save our lives. We need 7 to 13 servings of fruits and vegetables every day. And if you're an athlete, 16 to 18. I had an athlete, one of my children was an extreme athlete. And the thought of getting 16 to 18 servings a day, you could barely keep them home long enough to feed them that many fruits and vegetables. But why so many? It's our produce is picked so early. It's in that last week of ripening of that fruit or that vegetable that the majority of the nutrients get into that fruit or vegetable. It's transported thousands of miles. 90% of Americans don't eat enough servings to begin with, let alone if you throw numbers out like 7 to 13. And then we don't get the variety from the rainbow, which is just as important. We typically want to stick to 2 or 3 things that we like the best. Here's another picture worth 1,000 words. To the left, you see a supplemental fact of some particular type of supplement that's out there. And then to the right, what you're seeing is 400 of the 10,000 phytonutrients found in an apple. So if we're basing our protection, our nutrition, building a stronger, healthier body and body functions on a supplement, it's a drop in the bucket of what we need to be getting. If we need, right here where it says an apple has approximately 10,000 phytonutrients. So it's not taking a few 10, 15, 20 isolated man-made vitamins and mega dosing them to get some kind of result. What we want is all of those natural phytonutrients in small amounts. So nothing's overdosed, but they're working synergistically within our body. That's what we need. And understanding our body, we don't need man-made synthetic supplements. What we need is whole food nutrition. And so one of the things I want to share with you tonight is a way to get those 7 to 13 raw fruits and vegetables. Of course, we want to eat as many as possible. With every additional serving of fruits and vegetables that we eat, across the board, we reduce our chance of disease. But here's one thing, in my family, we had a dilemma. I had a husband who travels every week, week in and week out. And then I had 2 small children back 20 years ago. And I was trying to get this nutrition. We'd had a bad situation happen when we started taking just an over-the-counter multivitamin. My husband's iron shot sky high, like dangerous ranges. And when we went, and the only thing we could think was we were taking this synthetic vitamin. We got off of it. Sure enough, within a matter of weeks, his iron ranges came back down into normal. And what that did was send me looking to say, if taking a vitamin supplement isn't what we need to be doing, what do we need to be doing? And everything pointed back to whole food nutrition. So I got it, but the problem was it wasn't simple. It wasn't easy, and we needed a solution to do that within our family. And that's when someone introduced Juice Plus to us, which is 30 fruits, vegetables, berries that go into our body every single day. It's whole food that's harvested at the peak of ripeness so that the nutrition stays intact. The produce includes peels, leaves, seeds, juice, the entire thing. It's pulverized. And I don't know about you, but I don't eat too many orange peels. And that's where the majority of vitamin C in an orange is. The plant powders are put in capsules or delicious chewable forms. And then we have an omega blend that allows us to get the array of the omegas without having to taste that fishy taste. It's a vegan whole food product. Juice Plus is unique. It's food, not a vitamin. We talked about it, that it has a food label. There's no additives. It's non-GMO. It's vegan, kosher, dairy, gluten-free. You can't get a cleaner product. It's NSF certified, meaning nothing in there that shouldn't be. And everything we say that is in there on that label is truly in that bottle. It's the most nutritional product in the world with over 38, actually now it's over 41 published clinical studies. So where are these research studies taking place? You can see the incredible research centers where our Juice Plus product has been researched. And I love the fact that the research is what's called gold standard, meaning that it's randomized, it's double-blind, placebo-controlled, tested on the product itself, human clinical trials, not somebody in the back room whipping something up, but actually done in humans. Then the research is so significant, it's been published in peer-reviewed journals, and it's done in an ethical way. That is what gold standard research looks like. And here's what all that research says. It's bioavailable. I forget, I was talking with Dr. Richard Du Bois, who you see his picture on the screen today. I want to say it's 30 of the studies now prove that it is bioavailable, meaning your body can absorb it. At best, a supplement, maybe, if you're taking a synthetic supplement, maybe 5 to 10% absorbance, your ability to absorb, whereas Juice Plus, because it is food, it's bioavailable and you absorb 100%. It contributes to cardiovascular wellness, supports our immune health. Wow. Let me say that again, and it supports our immune health. Do you notice it's not saying it boosts our immune? We don't want that. And you're going to hear a beautiful story from Karen Farrell about her health journey having autoimmune diseases, which is when someone's immune system is overactive and basically attacking itself. So what we want is our immunes functioning at tip-top shape, but we're not trying to boost our immune system. We want it working like it was intended to work. It helps to protect our DNA, reduces oxidative stress, supports healthy skin, healthy gums, supports our inflammatory response. As I said, inflammation, that's what we've got as Americans. We got to drive down the inflammation in our bodies. It supports quality of life of cancer survivors, improves metabolism in overweight boys. These are boys that were headed toward diabetes. Supports lung health. Wow. Even in smokers. I love what Dr. Richard Du Bois said. There's nothing else available any place in the world, with or without a prescription, that can clinically proven what Juice Plus has been proven to do. You know what you're getting when you're taking Juice Plus. And I love this screen, because what this screen does is reminds me that the Juice Plus company not only wants to see Juice Plus in as many people as possible, but especially the generations to come, because it's beyond just here, take a capsule or eat this gummy. What we truly want is for our next generation to really be proactive about their health. We don't want to wait. I heard it once said by Dr. Mitra Ray that we all will spend X amount of money when it comes to our health. The question is, are we going to spend it throughout our lifetime staying healthy and well? Or are we going to wait till the last 3 months on our deathbed and spend 90% of our healthcare dollars? What Juice Plus says is, with every adult that gets on Juice Plus, a child can get Juice Plus for free for up to 4 years. And there's been over 2 million people gone through this Healthy Starts for Family programs, and these are the results. The impact that Juice Plus is having on our health, this to me is real life, showing us what it's going to do from day in, day out to our health. And then to me, the best thing is the cost. It is affordable. Our flagship product, the fruit, the vegetable, and the berry blend, is $2.50 a day, $75 a month. To get those three will produce 30 raw fruits and vegetables flowing through your veins day in and day out. With that, a child can get their Juice Plus for free. We also have what's called our plant protein shake. I've had one every day pretty much for 20 years. I'm here to tell you, if you want to get a good solid, keep your sugar levels solid, and I can tell you, when I forget to eat a shake, I am hungry all day long. I absolutely love this. Start my day every day with a Juice Plus shake. And then also our Omega blend, $1 a day. So as you can see, for less than what it costs to go to Starbucks, we can fuel our bodies with a powerhouse of nutrition. So I'm gonna take a break here right now and just ask, one thing, we want you to take a look at adding Juice Plus to your diet. And I can't wait to introduce somebody, a dear friend of mine, as she shares her story of what her health looked like and her journey looked like. And then once she was introduced to Juice Plus, by adding this powerhouse of nutrition to her diet every day, how her health transformed. So Karen, I can't wait to hear you share your story.
Thank you. Let's see if I can. Okay, there we are. Hi, I'm honored to share my story, and thank you for having me on the call. I hope it is helpful. My story is one of a health journey that began 30 years ago when I was diagnosed with fibromyalgia. I was told it wasn't degenerative, but I kept getting worse. Years later, I was diagnosed with Hashimoto's thyroid disease, which is autoimmune. Then still declined from there. I developed interstitial cystitis, irritable bowel, Raynaud's, Sjogren's, rheumatoid arthritis, and finally lupus in March of 2016. Symptomatically, I was just exhausted. Not where you don't get enough rest one night, the type where you can't lift your head up off the pillow. I was exhausted. When I would get up in the morning, I would try to get ready, only to learn that I was too tired from getting ready that I'd have to go back to bed. On the days that I could get up, all activities ended by 3 p.m., and I was always in bed by 7. If I had to do something in the evening, I would have to nap for about 3 hours. So that was the worst symptom. But I also had extreme joint and muscle pain. It was like having a flu bug 24/7. And I had migraines that felt like a knife coming out of the side of my head. I had severe brain fog where it hurt to think and I had to struggle for my words. The sun caused dizziness and nausea, hair loss, and the telltale lupus rash. Mine happened to blister and leak. It got so bad. I had sores on my scalp, nose, and mouth. I had chest pains. I had abdominal issues of both diarrhea, constipation. I had electrical shocks in my arms and my face. I had numbness and tingling in my arms and legs. I had edema in my legs. I had, where my fingers would go white, all the blood would go out of them, and on my feet, they would turn a blackish purple. And I couldn't tell when I was stepping into a bath if I was stepping into hot or cold water. I had back-to-back UTIs. I never slept, and the symptoms just kept going on and on and on. So I contacted my dear friend, Dr. Tran, who happened to be my Vietnamese teacher, but that's another story. And she readily accepted me into her practice, and we began the process of trying to heal me. We started with 3 medications, and ironically, the first one was hydroxychloroquine, or Plaquenil as we know it in the lupus world. That's a drug for lupus patients, and they're having a hard time getting that drug right now because it's a protocol for the coronavirus. But then we added 2 other drugs. They didn't work, so we had to add the big guns, which was Benlysta. And that's a biologic in the immunosuppressant classification of drugs. It basically was a targeted chemo. I was on infusions of the chemo for once a month for 12 months. They made me very sick and tired. Took about 5 days to kick in. I had about a week and a half that was fairly decent. And then I went downhill until my next infusion. Then I switched to the subcutaneous shots for 6 months. And those were administered in my abdomen or my thigh, depending on which one was the least bruised from the week before. I got those weekly. They made me sick. I was in bed for a day, a week, getting over that. And they were awful. They stung, they burnt, they hurt, they caused bruising and swelling. So Benlysta did help, I'd have to say about 50%, but you know what, 50% is still enough. So I got depressed and the phone stopped ringing and family and friends assumed that I was resting, and 9 times out of 10, they'd be right. So about 2 years ago, actually right now, 2 years ago, I cried to my husband and I just said, you know what? I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired. I want my life to have meaning again, and I'm tired of being a financial burden because I was on about $7,000 a month in medications. Well, from my mouth to God's ears, the very next day, Dr. Tran contacted me and asked if I'd heard of a product called Juice Plus. And of course I hadn't. And she explained what it was. It made sense. So I said, please order it for me. And she did. So I had 8 issues. I wasn't going to argue with my doctor. So I took it. So 3 days after eating Juice Plus, the story gets better from here. I didn't take a nap. And I always took naps. So let's fast forward 2 weeks. I was busy packing our house. We were downsizing and cleaning closets and packing up boxes. And my husband looked at me and said, what has gotten into you? And I said, it's the Juice Plus. And he said, well, keep taking it because it's working. So not only did I have energy, but my sleep was getting better. My pain was going down. My swelling was going down. My migraines were gone. And pain was dissipating. Everything just seemed to be getting better. So when I was having a conversation with Dr. Tran, I asked her if we could go off the enlist at the end of 2018, and she said, absolutely, that's our plan. And I asked her, I said, well, what about at the end of the 4-month supply of Juice Plus? And she said, sure, that's our plan. Well, so she called me back at 3.5 weeks and said, how are you feeling? And I said, you're not going to believe this. Every day something better happens. And she said, well, let's go off the Benlysta now. And oh, what? No safety net? Are you kidding me? Well, I took that leap of faith, and that was 2 years ago next month that I've been off the Benlysta. And in fact, after 2.5 months, she checked my Vectron and lupus panel, and for the first time in 30 years, my markers were in the normal range. 3 months in, my eye doctor, on a routine check, told me that my eyes had improved. 5 months in, my dentist told me that for the first time in all the years that I've been going to him, that my gums didn't bleed. And I was just in shock. Well, after a year, I got myself off of 8 out of 10 medications. Now, I still need my thyroid meds. You have to have thyroid function. So, but I'm off all my other meds, all my lupus, all the other meds. So Dr. Tran said, you should really share this business. And I said, no, thank you. And she said, but you've got such a good story to share, Karen. And I said, thank you, but no thank you. I continued. But then I thought about it. And I thought, you know what? What if she hadn't shared with me? Where would I be? Well, I'll tell you exactly where I'd be. I'd still be infusing or giving myself shots of Benlysta and sick. So I decided I was going to work with the company that saved my life. And that's exactly what I do. I get to share this amazing product with others and hopefully restore their health like mine was restored. And I'm on a mission to do just that. You know what? I'm not sick and tired anymore. And my life does have meaning again because I get to work with a community of amazing women and men. Sorry if I offended anyone. But they've just been so uplifting and supportive. And I've never been around a group of people like this in my life. Truly genuine people. And I'm also contributing financially, which I never thought I'd be able to do again. So I feel like I was given a miracle, and my miracle was Juice Plus.
Karen, thank you so much. Every time I hear your story, I get goosebumps, and I'm so grateful that you're willing to share just the impact that it's had on you. I appreciate that so much, and thank you. We also have somebody else who I'd love to share. I love hearing people's stories, and you get a treat tonight, everyone, because we've got 2 people, Karen sharing her story and Erin Lemmy. You may forget some of the statistics and information I've shared with you, but you will not forget Karen Farrell's story or Erin Lemmy's story. And that's what we want, because when you hear someone's true heartfelt story, you keep it for life, and you'll remember these 2 gals. So Erin, would you mind sharing your story and your journey with Juice Plus?
I would love to. So good to be with you guys tonight. Thanks so much for joining us. And our journey with Juice Plus actually started 11 years ago. We had just had our 2 girls. I had just stopped teaching, started doing massage and doula work. And my husband's a musician, and we were sick. He was so sick, he missed about 30 days of work that year, and we were struggling to pay bills. And my friend Brenda Proctor ran over at church and said, "You gotta take this stuff." And I said, "We need something, because we're dying on the vine here." And so sure enough, my husband started taking Juice Plus, and that next year, you guys, he was only sick 1 day versus about 30 the previous year. And we thought, oh my gosh, this is so awesome. His hands didn't hurt anymore. He's a drummer. He was having a hard time holding on to his sticks. And the inflammation had just gone down. And so sure enough, I've seen that too with myself. I take Juice Plus because I feel like the research is awesome and it's a super smart thing to do, but I've never really felt anything. Like, I feel really good. I've always felt really good. But there's been a couple of times now over the years where I've been out of the berry blend of capsules, and just without those high-powered berries in my body, my arms and hands hurt. And as a massage therapist, I need my arms and hands. I've been doing this now for 15 years, and I love helping heal people and work with their bodies, but I can't do it if I have so much inflammation that I'm in pain myself. And so I've been so grateful for this product that has kept us in work. And then in this situation with this COVID and everybody staying home, I can't tell you how grateful I am that 10 years ago I just decided to join this business. And I can't do massage. I can't have people in our homes. And Lauren's, he teaches drums still, and thankfully he can do a little bit of um, like over Zoom and FaceTime lessons. But other than that, we're out of income, except that we have our Juice Plus check. And I can't tell you how grateful I am for this, the wisdom of my friend Elaine and my friend Brenda to say, you need to join this business and you need to have several income streams, because this Juice Plus check covers all our expenses, my girls' private school, our mortgage, all our utilities. And I am so grateful that it's been a consistent thing, time after time after time, year after year. And what I love about that is that I've gotten to see, along with that consistency in income, a massive influx in consistency of richness in my life, of people that have gotten better and better and better with Juice Plus. And I am so grateful. So not only have I seen like my customers and my clients, just their inflammation go down, them get off meds, because they're flooding their bodies every day with nutrition. And when our bodies get what it's supposed to get, they are healing machines, and they're able to do what they're supposed to do. So it's just been such a pleasure to be able to have this tool to be able to offer to people. And so Elaine's going to tell a little bit more about the Juice Plus company, but I was just blown away by the integrity, the research, and then the kind of people that would never have come into my life had it not been for Juice Plus. Some of my dearest friends that will be friends for a lifetime. So I am so grateful. And then the other thing that this has offered us is the opportunity that we'll actually retire into working into Juice Plus, and we'll have full-time benefits for the rest of our lives, which is just really, I just don't know another company out there like that. So I am grateful. So Elaine, will you take it away and kind of tell us a little more about the company?
Absolutely. I want to thank you, Erin. When you guys hear these two people share their stories, I mean, it tugs at your heart. Who wouldn't want to be? These two gals are one of my dearest friends, and I'm so grateful. So that I get to do life with them. So thank you both for being willing to share. We're going to let anybody who would like to jump off the call now. But before, we're going to take the last 10 minutes, we're going to talk about this mission that we're on of inspiring healthy living. We would love for everyone to stay, but realize that in our hearts, we know everybody needs this Juice Plus whole food concentrate. But maybe or maybe not, the mission may or may not be for you. But so if you'd like to jump off, the only thing I'm going to say is be sure to get back with the person who invited you tonight and learn. If you've got questions about Juice Plus, ask the questions. You know, we are here to be a support, an encourager, a cheerleader, and more than happy to share all that we know and have had the privilege of learning on this health journey. But what we never want to fail, just sharing the mission of what we're about and what we're doing, especially, you know, when we look at what's going on in our country right now, there are a lot of people who never would have dreamed that, you know, within a matter of a week or two, their income would stop. And I'm so grateful that Erin was willing to share. You know, she is one of million. I think my youngest daughter said like 10 million people are out of work right now. And so the beautiful thing is that we have an opportunity with the Juice Plus company to really have an impact on our world when it comes to our health, our nutrition. And Jay Martin is the founder and president of the Juice Plus company. And he started with this mission that says his goal with the Juice Plus company since 1970 has been to inspire healthy living around the world and to build stable and lasting company that helps as many people as possible realize their dreams. And I'm here to tell you, I'm one of the beneficiaries of this beautiful dream and goal that he established. I've been with the Juice Plus company now going on 21 years. And to say that I've had the opportunity to live out this mission is an understatement. And I am so grateful for Jay Martin and what he has established. Our mission, just like our product, is unique in the fact that the Juice Plus company was founded in 1970. We're in over 24 countries. We're in the wellness industry. We could not be better positioned as a company of where the need is currently. It's a $16 billion in sales company. Juice Plus, it's not like it's $50 to join this amazing community. You can work anywhere. I'm telling you what, my work schedule has not skipped a beat. This is what I do all day long, and that is talk to people via Zoom, via telephone, in person. Well, not now, but it's a small product line. You know, fruits and vegetables pretty much encompass everything that we need. It's a consumable product, you know, and I love that it's a consumable product. One is because, well, and the next point is that it generates a residual income. My background is I'm a certified financial planner, and I worked with very high wealth individuals. And what I learned prior to even seeing Juice Plus in this company was the fact that, you know, if I'm trading my time to earn an income, I may pay the bills, but I'm not creating that residual income stream that I saw so many of my high wealth clients have. The nice thing is we can be part-time or full-time. It's up to us. No one calls the shots on how much time. I always work probably about 20, 25 hours a week. That's a good balance for my family. There's no inventory. The only inventory here is the ones we consume, and we consume it pretty fast. And these days we consume a lot of it. There's low overhead. 20 years, I'm not seeing my overhead go up any. We have business websites and support. The positions that you hit are permanent. There's no glass ceiling. Coming from a corporate world, that was music to my ears. And then there's a beautiful benefits package. Once you hit what's called our national marketing director level, you get medical insurance, dental insurance, vision insurance, life insurance, long-term disability, chiropractic care. Oh, this one's a big one for me. Family tuition program. I've got 2 daughters who my youngest just paid her last tuition bill, and love every time I paid her bill, Juice Plus would send me a nice check back reimbursing us for a portion of that tuition. So that was a fun little check to get back. I get a monthly expense allowance as a national marketing director to invest back into my business. And I love that. As a community, our team comes together. We get to do fun things. 2 or 3 times a year, we'll travel to fun destinations, be together, celebrate together as a community. And also I get to enjoy a holiday bonus each year. I love being from the business realm. I love talking about the 4 concepts in one that make up our Juice Plus virtual franchise. It pulls from franchising in that it's a brand name product, a tried and proven system. You step right in and day one, you're rolling. I love that it has a feature of network marketing because it allows me to network with people who, I look at the people on this call and I'm like, oh my goodness, there's no way I would have known Karen or Aaron if it would not have been for that this is a network marketing business. So I love that it pulls that aspect in. Direct sales, e-commerce, you know, I'm looking at my two daughters. I have daughters in their 20s. You know, they don't know what it's like, you know, from the get-go. They've been ordering online and direct sales. And so, you know, I love the fact if I could buy everything, direct sales, I probably would, or e-commerce. And then we also get a pull from, with our beautiful benefits package, a little bit from that corporate world, knowing that once you hit a certain level, you have an incredible gift of a benefits package coming your way. Another thing I love about the Juice Plus company is the fact that they give back to the community, and especially in times like this. I mean, it is amazing when you hear how much the Juice Plus company gives, not only to these three main places that we like to give, but just daily. I'm seeing on a Voxer chat of hearing where people need help and everyone coming together and just wanting to give. And so I love that about our company. The bottom line is, sometimes I have people say, oh my goodness, I couldn't sell anything. Well, I'm here to tell you, I don't feel like I've sold a thing ever a day in my life, because I feel like all I'm doing, just like you heard Karen and Aaron, is share my story and what Juice Plus has meant to me and my life. And as I do life and as I talk to people, I just share something that I can't imagine what my life would be like without this amazing Juice Plus concentrate going into our bodies every day, as well as this amazing community of people that I get to engage with day in and day out. And, you know, I think too, even more importantly, and I love that my husband one time shared this with me. He was like, Elaine, he goes, you've been gifted with some amazing information about whole food nutrition, about health. This is your opportunity to share and to educate, just as you do life. And honestly, that's what I feel like I am, as an educator, a coach, and somebody to lock arms with. And we need more people out there on the front lines with us sharing this mission that we're on. So we invite you, first and foremost, at a minimum, add Juice Plus to your diet. Now, more than ever, do we need to be arming our immune system. What I like to say is front loading it before our bodies come in contact with something that it has to really fight. And so we have an opportunity to front load our bodies with a powerhouse of nutrition with Juice Plus. And then we also invite you to join us on this mission of inspiring healthy living. You know, maybe you're that kind of person that has a passion to make a difference in your world. Maybe you say, you know what, I just want to cover my car payment. Or maybe like me back 20 years ago, it was about creating time to be with my young daughters and watch them grow up. And now just seeing the financial options that this beautiful mission and business has given me. One of my favorite things that the Juice Plus income has given us is the opportunity to travel to Uganda every year, to a village called Adachar, with about 500 orphan children there in a village, that we get to use this money that's coming in from Juice Plus to turn around and give back. And I'm telling you what, that gets me pretty excited. And so whatever's tugging at your heartstrings that you wish you could be able to do, we're here to say join us, because Juice Plus provides an incredible opportunity from a health standpoint, but also from a financial standpoint. And so we're looking for people to join in the fun, join in this community with you. We'll welcome you with open arms. So get back to the person who invited you tonight. At a minimum, jump on Juice Plus. And then our hope and the desire is to join us on this mission. Thanks you guys so much for taking time out to be with us tonight. Have a good night.
Thank you.
Thank you. Good night.
Thanks. Bye.
Thank you, Elaine.
Thank you.
Thank you, Karen and
Awesome
Aaron.
job,
My
Elaine
pleasure.
and Karen and Aaron. That was awesome.
Thanks.
Thank you.
I love you guys so much.
Love you.
We'll see you on Monday at 12:30, yeah?
Okay. All right. Bye, y'all.
Great weekend.
everyone.
Love you guys.
Bye.
Yay, I love our Monday meetings. Yay, I love our Monday meetings. They're the best. Bye.
Bye,
See you.
y'all.
Bye.
Bye.